Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Green Tambourine Tarot. Today, we are going to do something really different. Um, we're actually going to be focused on a specific chakra. So today, we're going to be focused on a chakra. I know you probably hear that in my background, but I try to do that just so I can have a have my laptop over here as well, so that way I can kind of see you guys. Hey, Jordan, how are you today? Hello. Okay, so we're going to talk about your chakra if you're not familiar with your chakra. Hello. Hi, Soul Sparkle. How are you today? All right. So we're going to be talking about just the different. This is funny that this is your crown chakra here because it's almost like it's a circle almost of energy. I'm doing very well. Thank you, Soul Sparkle. Says good. How are you? All right. So we have 7 chakras. So this is actually your crown chakra. This is your root chakra. So it's just showing you that it's in a circle. So this is your solar plexus. Your six. Oh no, it's not. Oh man, I already know what it is. All right, orange for the person who has it with them. I know that that's the solar plexus. This is the heart. This is the throat. This is the third eye. Sacral. Thank you. Gosh, what I just it completely left my mind. Sacral chakra. So we are going to. Yay! I'm so glad you made it today, Crystalline Alchemist. Okay, so all right. So I'm just gonna roll. I'm just gonna use this. I know that there's a specific different reason for it, but what I'm going to use it for today is just for our spirit guides to let me know which chakra we need to focus on today. And it's just going to be fun. So it's going to come up. Hey, Carol, good morning. Hi, Harsha. I hope it's pronounced Harsha. And thank you, Jordan, for Sacral, and Soul Sparkle for Sacral. Crystalline Alchemist and Carol, good morning. Okay, so we're going to see. All right, I rolled it too hard there. Maybe we're going to focus on all of them. And it is the sacral chakra. Yes. Okay, so maybe that was why. Maybe that was why that came up. So let's see what's going on here with the sacral chakra. I'm going to put this here. Now, it actually, this is the collective reading. So if you've ever been here before, this is what we do. So we do a reading for the collective, and then what we do is we actually, I will take questions and channel whatever your spirit guides have asked me to do, because I am a medium as well. So I just have fun. I allow myself to, to go there after we do. After our schoolwork, we get to have recess. That's what I call it. All right. So now these are just some chakra cards, and then we're going to also look at just some things that can help you on your journey. I'm just trying to I have my cards all over here. So let's look at something that's going to be dealing with and these are crystal cards. So we're going to look at some cards that would help you with your sacral chakra. And so if this is anything that has to do with so we have, it's really funny. These are really cool. So this says sky chakra, but you can see the color there. You have that deck? Yes. The chakra wisdom. Yes. All right. So we're going to get into some of that today. And so do you have the crystal cards as well? These are really cool because it actually tells you how to use your crystals to help heal certain parts of yourself. So I will, And I know last week, oh, there we go. So we have a sacral chakra card here, and orange aventurine. So let's just say, for instance, that orange aventurine came up here. What it will do is it will actually tell us, this is a, while this is a crystal that we can, you know what? I do use tarot cards. Um, if you have actually not just done the live psychic ones, I do use tarot cards. Like in, if you look at some of the other videos I've had, you'll see that I do use tarot cards. But to be honest with you, um, I actually, I actually really, because because I have a psychic gift, the cards are for you guys. That's all I can say on that. So whether or not I use tarot cards, the message is still the same. So whether I use the tarot cards or I just really follow whatever my spirit guides ask me to do. So I do use tarot cards from time to time, but I didn't ever start my life that way. As a kid, there were no such thing as tarot cards to me, and I still had the same gift. So I just allow my gift to be used. Great point, though. But yeah, I do use tarot cards sometimes, but I don't really. I mean, the cards don't lie, they don't, but I just allow the spirit to flow, and I use whatever they ask me to do. So today we were supposed to focus on the sacral chakra. All right. So this supports healing from sexual trauma, increases creativity and self expression, it boosts sensuality, and helps foster overall enjoyment of life. Yeah, the tarot was for me as well growing up. Um, hey, Cosmic Ray. Yes, peace to you as well. Okay, so yes, here's the deal. This helps foster, this is why I know now why this whole thing came about. Because there is something that you can do with crystals. Because I always feel like whoever's on here, there is a healing, uh, not a ritual per se, because when I tell you that, just like when I was a kid, you would hear the word ritual and then you would run because it was like, oh my God, a ritual. That's not, that's so counter religion. And, but the truth of the matter is taking communion is a ritual. So it's, anything that you do that's a practice can be a ritual. What this orange aventurine, and I will show it to you. That is why spirit guides this morning asked me to grab some. The It supports healthy relationships with pleasure and assists in setting strong personal boundaries, and it facilitates a sense of determination. So here's the deal with this. There, for some of us on here, there has been some type of trauma in some way. Not everybody, but there are some things that you can do, and this is so funny because I actually had this printed out already. But what it does is you can actually surround your body with amethyst and orange aventurine crystals. And what crystals do, just so you know, is when you have crystals, they actually power your cell phones. So I am using any kind of laptop or anything that you're watching this on actually has a crystal inside of it. So that is how powerful these things are, because what it is they are different forms of water. Water, which is life, goes in, these minerals are collected and then they form in these pockets. And so this mineral is just like energy. It's almost like, how ice is, but it's just minerals inside of something that will activate. It's really the water in it that activates. It's like life activates inside of these crystals. Okay. So yes, so thank you. Yes, that's perfect. If you have, let's see, with each inhale. Okay. Now, with this, it actually shares with you to place a rose quartz crystal around your um exactly. Yep. So you can actually do something to help to fuel that energy around yourself. So for some of you, and I know someone put something there, it's like it's able to really help you to not be afraid of it. So I would say that, there are things that you can do. And um, yeah, so you know what, Carol? I just started with crystals. And these were some of the very first ones that I have. These are rose quartz crystals, and actually, these can help clear and destroy. And what I mean by destroy is it can remove negative energy, and it can help increase positive energy. So I do love that. And selenite, which I'm just learning about. So what that does is, yes, it is really great for self love. It's something that you can put around your neck for your heart chakra. But I was one of those people that, yes, selenite actually helps you to bridge the gap between the spirit world and this world. So it's almost like it's an illumination for that. Clear quartz actually helps to, uh, I think, charge your crystals. So you can really take your crystal and, like, this is funny because I actually have this. I keep these all in my um yes, it really helps to be able to charge your other crystals. So clear quartz actually helps to charge other crystals. It's often, and I'll put some resources there in the chat box as well. So definitely, this is what we were meant to understand and talk about today, is clearing up your clearing up that part of your trauma so that you can move forward. If some of you have had some trauma in your past, it doesn't have to mean that it had to be that way, but for the most part, that's what the conversation is about. And so, wow, impasse. Um, I'm sorry, I was trying to read the comments. Amplify or in any intention, yeah, with clear quartz. So, hey, Iffy Angel, what that means is what what that means is that we are all made up of different parts of the earth. The machine, not the machine, but the body that our energy encompasses, like the same iron that is the same iron that is in your blood is the same iron that turns the earth red. So if some of you have red clay and it's filled with iron, that is the exact same thing. So the same rust that you see on metal, that is the same iron that we have in our blood. That's why sometimes if you've ever tasted your blood, like if you fell and hurt your lip when you were a little kid and you tasted your blood, it kind of tasted like bitter, like rust or iron. So yeah, so that's one thing. Hey, I'm sorry, I didn't even see it. Okay, so I have one. I didn't even see it, Iffy Angel. I was over here working. Let me see. The big one. Oh yeah. Oh wow, your family harvested it. That's amazing. Okay. So another thing that you have is perseverance. Let's talk about let's see, what is it that you want the collective to know about whatever this is? Because for some of you, you guys are empaths. So we're going to see slow down. To avoid burnout, don't do too much too fast. Going slower lets you appreciate the miracle of the moment and the richness of your life. So as you are starting to and honor your inner child. We were just talking about this. This whole orange aventurine and doing something to help heal that part of yourself, that inner child, or your something that happened to some people on this call when you were a child, is to heal that and focus on your inner child need, your inner child's needs. Is your inner child afraid or in need of more playful time or playtime? Cherish this precious being within you. And that is the call for all of us, is to pay more attention to your inner child. So that is really the focus. The crystals coming up and the solar, the sacral chakra. That's actually what this is really saying, is that right now it is just time to allow that part of you to heal. Because if you've been on these calls, there are so many different things that, and I'm just, it's just a lot coming at me right now. So I just need to take a moment. But what this is asking you to do is to really focus on healing the inner child in yourself, so that you can move forward with your wow. Let yourself receive support. It's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. And sometimes people are like, well, they'll give themselves a label and say, well, I'm not an empath. But we all have empathy and we all have empathetic qualities. So I would definitely not shy away from that. So it's often easier for empaths to give than to receive. Allow others to support you and experience the pleasure of their caring energy. For some of you, it's like you cut a part of asking people for help off, because when you asked for help or when you got close to an adult as a child, maybe something happened. And so now you are being led to be okay asking for help. For some of you, it wasn't necessarily that way. It's like maybe the person didn't have time for you, is what I'm feeling. And so you were like, well, I don't want to be a burden to somebody by asking for help. But as an adult, we all have to, we can't do this alone. You can't do your big thing alone. And so right now, you're being called to heal that inner child of your inner part of yourself, so that you can oh wow, you can handle this. There's a wise saying, is that you're never given more than you can handle. Tune into your heart to reconnect with your strength. So you are never given more than you can handle. You actually have this. It's really time now for you to focus on what you've been sent here to do, your life's purpose. Okay? It's really time for you to focus on that. The next reading that I have coming up, we're finishing the editing on that right now, is in terms of editing out some of the pauses and the uhs and the ahs. But what's going to happen is that's actually talking about your life's purpose. So, and that is actually using a 7-card tarot card spread. All right. Divine light, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. So that is a great mantra for you for this week. That's a great way for you to be able to use that to say, I am an expression of love and I shine like the sun. My inner light is my strength and my treasure. My intuition guides me to discover the wonder and goodness of who I am. That is really interesting. So, where do you want trust? So, here's something else that just popped up. This was actually on the bottom of this pile here. So, again, that's the same colors in dealing with the sacral chakra. I trust life and my strengths. Each moment guides me to the light. Everything on my path is placed there for my growth, including what happened to you, or what could have taken place when you were a child if you did not receive support. If you did, then that's a blessing. And maybe that part of the reading is not for you, but honoring your inner child and allowing that inner child to have a playful time now as an adult is always good to know for everyone. So just trust that anything that has happened to you, whether it is whether you have judged it as being good or bad, it not to say that harm happened to you for a reason. That's not what I'm getting at here. It is, sometimes we're the stronger person in our families, or we are the stronger, more resilient, or persevering. We're the energy that can persevere through that. And maybe it could not have happened to someone who was weaker, and you're now able to share that if I can overcome whatever happened to me, then you can too. And sometimes it's just really about that. It's about your persevering because someone was definitely someone is definitely probably watching what has happened to you in your life and seeing how you have overcome so much. And the focus now is just to allow yourself to be free from anything that is holding you back from being your best self. It's really a time of shedding right now and letting go of a lot of things that no longer serve you. And so if there is something there, doing something, and just even if it is orange aventurine, and I will show you sometimes when you go into a crystal shop, they'll give you something orange, but you just make sure that you order something that is exactly orange aventurine because it does have a very different energy. Because this is something that I will share with you that I have done for myself. And you can definitely feel an energy when you have the right crystal in your hand. It can really make a difference for you. So if it's used to power cell phones, obviously the powers that be know a little bit more about this stuff than we do, and how it really can be used to power the energy in your you only have green, that's fine. You can you've been using orange calcite, yes. Whatever intentionally, like intuitively what serves you. And if you have a green crystal, that's really focusing on your heart chakra. That's a great green is great for your heart chakra. So if someone gifted you something that's green, doesn't necessarily mean that that's every this is a reading for the entire collective. So if it's something specific to you, then you know exactly what that is. Wow. Release other people's emotions. Ask yourself, is this emotion mine? Exhale uncomfortable feelings that are not yours so they don't linger in your body. Inhale light and space. So for some of you, clearing out other people's emotions and energy and even things that have been, what I'm hearing is that for some of you, there have been some ancestral things that you have come here to clear up. And so you experience some of this stuff so that you can be the champion for your bloodline, because you weren't the first person that it happened to. You might be the only person who knows about it, but you weren't the first person that it happened to. And so this time, though, you are the champion. That is what I'm hearing. You are the champion for it. You are here to break that bond, and that is one thing that you can do. Another thing that you can do too is to start to listen to. They have some beautiful frequencies here on this platform that where you can listen to some sounds that can help you in the morning to balance your chakras. There's chakra balancing frequencies that they play here on YouTube, and you can actually use those in the morning. There's some 20-minute or 30-minute ones that you can play, and it will actually balance out your chakras. If you don't have crystals or if you don't have access to them, you can also balance your chakras out in that way as well. So there are sound frequencies that, and sound is what is amplified through crystals. So sometimes it's just an amazing thing learning about how all of this affects everyone. I have two more cards today, and tuning forks. Yes, yes. I have been using orange calcite. Okay. All right. Oh wow. Okay, so I have three. Empathy. I just said this. Empathy. Even though you may not be an empath, you still have empathy. I am open to seeing both sides of a situation, because sometimes it's difficult when you see something that, like, if someone has hurt you, not to say that you want to see it from their point of view. Who knows what happened to them that would allow them to be in the situation that would allow them to hurt someone else. Not to say that we harm or hurt, or uh, this is heavy for me. A little bit, but it is because it's like you don't think about the other person's side. Even if somebody was mean to you at work, you don't necessarily know what that person is going through. And the outlet, sometimes they're coming to you and they may be mean to you not because they're being mean, but low key you're an energetic healer, and you may not even know that. So it could just be, wow, it sounds like you're going through a lot today, Shelly. I don't know, I'm just using somebody's name, Shelly. Um, Perhaps you're going through a lot. I'll pray for you, or I'll say a word of, I'll send whatever it is you you want to say to that person. It can change so much about them. And even if they say, I don't need you to pray for me, low key, they really are grateful that you said that. Because sometimes only hurt people, and forgiveness starts that way. So that is surrender. I can release my need to control. Wow, that's orange on the outside and divine on the inside. So the sacral chakra, and then that's really interesting that is there. So imagination. I embrace and nourish the creative aspect of my mind. Being childlike again is really a focus here, because you don't have to take everything so serious, is what I'm hearing. Everything is not that serious. So you can really have fun now and release a lot of the stuff that was getting on your nerves. Finding sanctuary, opening to your spiritual source. That is that is where we are now, because some of you have been a little closed off from your source. And I don't mean that in a way like, yes, it's like, if something hurts, you're like, well, why did God let that happen to me? That's what I mean by closing off from it. It's not sometimes it's like, let me see how I can explain this. It's like either you may have been, or someone that you love may have been in a car accident, or I'm just using this as an example. Something could have happened like that, but they ended up maybe breaking a leg rather than their life being taken. But um it's like it made you angry. Like, okay, let's say for example, one of my friends had a surgery and she didn't need the surgery, and it ended up damaging her body and she couldn't have children. And so it was for a long time. She was really like, why did God allow this to happen to me? And it's like, it could be because later on she was able to help someone else along on their journey who was going to go in for a surgery and didn't get a second opinion. And so now she's like the advocate for anybody who, you have a great day as well. Yep, you have a great day as well. All right. So that is exactly what I mean by that. Embracing enthusiasm, shout to the heavens with happiness. Allow that happiness to come back into your life and the playfulness back into your life. A breakthrough for you is at hand, and that is why your spirit guides are saying this is why they wanted you to start releasing anything that no longer serves you, because you have a breakthrough coming and it's important for you to be able to see it. And if you're focused on, or if it's cluttered with everything that is like not serving you, if all of this stuff on this table right now, if all of these cards are not serving you, like let's say this was clutter in your life, okay? Yes, Jordan, claim it, okay? If all of this is clutter in your life and you decided, you know what, I'm going to get rid of all of this, then you have room for all of your table to be full of blessings and not just full of clutter. Do you see what I'm saying? So that is why it's important right now to, oh, wow, your light is shining brightly. You will reach your destination. You will get, ooh, read. I pulled a bunch of cards. I always read all the cards I pull up. Some people are like, ooh, that's too many. I'm like, let's go for it. Expect the wonders to emerge. The wonders will be emerging in your life. This is exciting. So I knew that. I was like, okay, a lot of this was just the setup to say it's okay to have things be released in your life. Okay. Fellow traveler, support is all around you. You will have support, collective. You definitely will have support on your journey. You are not by yourself. There are so many, not just your spirit guides around you, but there are earthly people in your soul tribe that are going to be showing up for you. So removing superficial people, people who are, they're kind of like your friends, and when you go around them, they're not necessarily your friends. Those people are going to be removed out of your life. Wise leader, you are a beacon for others, and that is why people have been jealous. You are a beacon for others. And so all of the people that have been kind of hanging around you just because they know you have a blessing over your life, all of that stuff is getting ready to fall away, and you are going to start to really meet the people in your soul tribe. Now go slow and take your time during this process, because it's not like you have to end all of your superficial relationships tomorrow. It is really going to manifest itself once you just start sitting. And what I'm seeing is you are sitting and meditating and really getting centered and being very playful and releasing energetically what no longer serves you. Then all of those things will fall away. I see someone sitting in like purple. So it's like purple is your favorite color. You sit in front of, it's almost like you have your favorite mat or your favorite rug that you like to sit on, and it's like your favorite color, or it's almost like you have a salt lamp. It's something that I see kind of like that. So if that resonates with you, then that is probably your thing. You stand in the light of truth. So whomever that is, it's like you sit and there's a door to the left of you. So there's a door to the left of you. There is almost, it's not like an altar, but you have a bunch of like crystals sitting just like kind of like this. And and it's like you have these purple pants that are your favorite color. All right, distant thunder, clear the air. So right now it's time for all of us to, like I said, clear the air. What thunderstorms do for us is to clear your air, because rain and thunder actually comes to clear out any energy that no longer serves your life. Whenever you see this, any kind of thunderstorm coming or any kind of rain, rain will clear the air of dust and debris. And this just means that there is something coming in your life that is actually going to, it's almost like it's a tower moment, but not necessarily in the way that you think. This moment is just coming to help show you who's supposed to be in your life and who's not. And that is really what this is for. All of this is really so that you can really succeed and move forward in the journey. Joy and delight, finally. Open your heart to joy because you deserve it. You're going to have so much joy. You, for some of us here, it's been a lot going on, and it doesn't have to necessarily be negative. It's just this is a reading for the collective. So if it does not apply to you, just know that it does apply to someone on here. And so we ask that we just all just energetically send whomever that was for great vibes as they go along their journey. All right. So let's get into, if this resonated with you, please don't forget to hit the heart button, or some button, just so that I know that you guys are rolling with me and we're all together. Okay. All right. So I'm going to move these. I'm going to sit this over here. I'm going to move these out of the way. And I'm going to now do a reading for anybody who wants to have one and they have questions. Okay. Who has questions today? I may use some of these cards again, so you may see these pop back up. All right. I felt like somebody was going to have some questions about some type of a relationship. All right. Okay. Are you in a karmic marriage? That is so funny. Wow. Let's see. Are you in a karmic marriage? Well, the fact that you asked that. Are you in a karmic marriage? So these two things. Ooh, these two things came out. Okay. One says surrendering to the journey, release control. So, and the other one is joy and delight. Open your heart to joy. Okay. What about this relationship have you been trying to control about it? Because here's the deal. Where is the Roman? I know I have it. Hang on here. Let me get this. It's this. Deception. Someone is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. That is what is going on. It's not necessarily a karmic, but somebody is wearing a false self mask in this relationship. And surrendering to the journey means that if it's something that you need to release, it's whether it is you trying to wear the mask to keep the relationship going, or that other person in there that's wearing the mask. I don't necessarily know if it is exactly karmic. It is just that, hey, ancient mama, how are you? Okay, so open your heart to joy. Either way, be excited about your journey. That's the funny thing. Like, once you are excited about your journey, it's like you don't get really into a lot of the details. Um, yeah, you don't really get into the details. I hope that helps you, Carol, because if somebody is wearing a fake mask, or they're pretending, maybe they're pretending so that you can, it's like, what I see is like somebody is like, they're just hoping that they would be everything that you would want them to be, and not feeling like they meet some standard. I don't know if it's you or the other person, but not feeling like they meet up to a certain standard makes them feel less than a person. And I think that, and I don't know if that answers your specific question, but yeah. Never been on a live. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. Rebecca says, because I realized that on the lives you can't see the comments, but um, Carol. Woo, Carol. Okay, you have perfectly explained what I cannot put into words, confirmation. So, yes, I'm grateful that that was confirmation for you, Carol. If you're not subscribed to the channel, please remember to subscribe to the channel, you guys. All right, let's see. Jordan, yes, please. I'd like to know if my spiritual teacher is just in spirit, or if there will be someone physically coming into my life. I need assistance with the dream space. I think that the reading that we had earlier says that your spirit guides are actually going to send you someone, but what's going on right now with a lot of us is that we still have a lot of people in our life who shouldn't be there, but because they've been our friends for 10 years or 30 years or 40 years since you were children, you feel like that person is still supposed to be in your life. But the biggest thing right now is being okay being alone. And it's not like you have to be mean to let that person go. I had to do something really drastic with a friend, with somebody that I thought was a friend. But once I kind of went back and looked at it, I was like, wow, this person is kind of hanging around me because they know that I have favor with other people, not necessarily that they were my friend. And we would laugh, we would have a great time together. But there was always something that this person would say that was like, that kind of was like some red flags. So when you start to remove those people out of your life, then everything will show up for you. That's kind of how that happens. And so, not to say that you won't be sent somebody, but even in a reading that I had, that I did, started working on last night, it's like in India, there was a beach that had a lot of trash on it, right? And I was watching this documentary, and they went and cleaned up all the plastic bottles and all this stuff. It was just like, it was so much stuff. The city got involved, the children got involved, the parents, everybody got out there, and they started cleaning everything off in this beach, right? And the next year, which they had not seen in like 20 years or something like that, these sea turtles came and laid their eggs. It was like they were waiting for the beach to be cleaned up, and hundreds and thousands of these little sea turtles, they were looking for their home, and they didn't have a place to lay their eggs. But then as soon as it got cleaned up, all the beauty and everything was restored. And I think that that is what this is saying for you, is that once you are able to clear out a lot of things that no longer serve you, then everything will show up for you. And in terms of your dream space, see if I have something here. Ooh, regret. I know that I cannot change the past. So, oh wow. Hey Jordan, yes. I know that I cannot change the past. So whatever this is still a part of, like, really it is a part of just letting go for you as well. So Jordan, hopefully that helps you. And don't just release your past. So again, guess what color this is? Orange, sacral chakra. Um, yeah, just leave it. Leave everything. Just allow yourself to know that your past is not something you can change, but right now, your spirit guides are saying just release it. Be playful. Forgive whoever wronged you, and just move forward, and everything is going to show up for you. Everything and everybody. All of it will manifest once you start to forgive. Now I know why. And this is so funny because this is sitting right in front of me again, the sacral chakra thing. But that now I know why we were told to do that. There's a lot of forgiveness for whatever. I mean, it doesn't have to be very heavy, but sometimes it's forgiving yourself too, that you felt like, when you weren't necessarily, or you didn't have the knowledge to help yourself, but now you do. And this distant thunder card was clearing the air. So your air will be cleared. That was for you as well. So hopefully that helps you, Jordan. Okay, so let's see. Divinely protected. Hello, may I have a card about the Gemini and where we go from here? So the Gemini is actually someone. So the Gemini is someone in your life, right? Okay. So the Gemini is someone in your life. Um, Perfectly explained. All right. Where is it's kind of going up here. Hold on. Divinely protected. Okay, so divinely protected. This is for the Gemini in your life. Okay, yes. This is saying stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring you romance. So funny that Spirit Guides told me to pull out these romance cards. I have not pulled them out in so long. And it was like, pull them out today. They're going to be asking you about their love life. And that's exactly what happened. That's so funny. Okay. I love it. All right. It's funny that like, it's true. It always shocks me whenever I see that. And I'm like, oh, wow, that really did happen. I get excited too. So, children, your love life is being affected by children. I don't know what that means in terms of that. And let me see here. Does his children, or is something or someone in his life that's younger that could be trying to control his thoughts about you? That's interesting. Let's see. So he is someone else that he trusts their opinion on. And okay. Because there's someone else that he trusts their opinion on, and he is not necessarily looking at your opinion. I think it's somebody younger that, and it, or either they have like an immature energy is what I'm saying, and you're like, look, I am the smarter person here. Why aren't you listening to me? Yes. All right. So I would do a little bit of readings, and it says trust that there's a divine plan. So for you, just trust that there is a divine plan behind all of it. All right. Okay. So, hello, Jordan. Yes. All right. May I have a card about the Gemini? Yes. Hey, Ancient Mama. Hello. I've never been on a live chat with you. That is from Rebecca. Oh wow, Jordan. Um, you were in India. Will do. Thank you. Thank you. I would like a confirmation on the message I received this morning. Also, listening to you talk about friends I don't know how to keep them out and not being so open and caring about them. Gotcha. Well, you know what? It's if the energy is not reciprocated, if you don't feel full when you're with them, that's not really a friend. It's like they should fill you up as much as you fill them up. And if they don't, and you feel like you are giving of yourself to keep the relationship going, then that's not really a friend. That is like you're just emptying yourself out to get friends or to keep friends. And if that is the situation for you, then you know that that's not your friend. But if it's someone who fills you up and you know that you light up, they light up when you come into the room and they're so happy to see you and they want to be a part of your life. If you feel like you can't fully be 100% yourself, I guess the indicator is that you may not have talked to them in a while, but then when they talk to you and they say something about you, you're like, oh, this person knows me. Like they know me. That is when, and it's a loving no. Like it's not a judgment of ancient mama of who you are. So it's not a judgment of who you are as a person or anything like that. It's just all love. If that is not the case, then you know, okay, I am ready to release now anything that I have to feel like I have to work for, anything that depletes me. If it doesn't fill me, then once you remove it, then you'll have room for the other people. There are people, as a matter of fact, there's actually a reading on this that I am working on right now. So the next reading that you'll see is actually about your life's purpose. You'll see it. It'll come up probably either, yeah, tomorrow. It'll come up about your life's purpose. So hopefully that helps you, Ancient Mama. Yay, Uni Dyer. Yes, I am so happy you're back. Okay, it's great. So happy you can make it here today. Okay. Um, don't do that. My Gemini is the worst. Yeah, okay. Got it. Got it. Okay. Ancient Mama Crystalline. Let me see here. Have a Gemini, well boy. Okay, can you pull one card to clarify children? Got it. Okay, thank you. Yeah. Hi, amazing opportunity to be here with you. Can I clear my own energy sufficiently or will I need help? You know what? Hey, Mary Louise. Mary Louise would if nobody else will. I remember your name. Yeah, okay. Hey, Mary Louise. I hope you're doing well. Glad to see you back. And all right. So let's see. Will you need help with clearing your energy? So I don't know if you were here earlier and we were talking about how to clear your energy. You can do a lot of that work yourself. If it has to do with just balancing out your body, you can listen to sound frequencies, especially if it's like clearing or balancing your chakra energy. If you listen to those in headphones every morning for, let's say, like 10 days, I don't specifically know if it's a stronger energy than that. But if you're talking about like, if there is an energy that you feel like has attached itself to you, that's something that's very different. But just clearing up your own energy, then that's different. Okay. Yeah, just go back and rewatch that, and it's talking about your sacred, yeah, miracles. So here you go, Mary Louise. Expect the wondrous to emerge in your life because it will. Reaching your destination, your light is shining brightly. So I think that, and valiant courage, take action with passion. So I don't really feel like this is something that is harmful. It's just like maybe you're just kind of feeling off a little bit. I really think that just listening to some chakra balancing frequencies and learning more about crystals will possibly help you. If you don't, uh, if it doesn't help you that way, then by all means, just, wherever your intuition leads you in terms of that. But don't go feeling like, oh, I can't do this on my own, or your spirit guides can't help you. Actually, the one thing you can do is ask your heart what it needs help with. Hey, I'm just sitting and I'm asking my heart, what do you need guidance with? How can my spirit guides help you? Your spirit guides are here to help you do things like that. Spirit guides, can you help me with this? And then all of a sudden, just start to look out for the little miracles that happen in your life, and you will see that something will show up. The next thing you know, there will be something that flashes across your screen, and then it'll be the answer that you needed, and you're like, oh my gosh, I didn't need to go somewhere else outside of myself to get the answer. Because I think we all kind of really know the answer sometimes to what we're looking for. It's just, sometimes it's just getting confirmation. Yes. Okay. Pride. I love myself, and I see myself in everyone. And the pride is not necessarily a, a bad thing. It's just acknowledging the love that you have for yourself, and that you see love in everyone else. And I think that's kind of who you are, Mary Louise. You see the beauty in everyone. All right. Sure. You're welcome. She says, I love that. Thanks. It's beautiful. Yes. Sitting in the sun rising and putting your feet in the grass will help. Okay. I don't know what that was for. But, oh, she's talking about like grounding or whatever. But, okay. I would like to have a word about my heart, which feels pain for a deceitful false start. All right. So, a deceitful false start. If it's a deceitful false start, then really it is something that you just need to let go. And the deceitful false start was not a false start. It was a warning for you. So it wasn't a deceitful false start. That false start happened on purpose so that you could really see who was around you and if they needed to be in your life or not. And if it was something that, because you are somebody who wants the best for everybody, I feel like you are whoever that was. Yeah, kaleidoscope. Um, oh no, I'm sorry. It's Caro Scorpio. Caros, Caro, Caroscopio. Caroscopio. I hope I pronounced that correctly. Yes. Okay, yes, thank you. I said kaleidoscope. I read that so fast. All right. So here's the thing. Yes, nothing happens happenstance. Like, what it was is that you got out there, you were like, oh, wow, this is going to be a great opportunity, and I can do this and I can do that. And then, boom, it blew up. And you were like, oh my God, I can't believe that these people did this or this happened to me. And it was like, no, your spirit guides are like, you have angels a lot. We all do. But in this situation, your angels blew it up so you can see. That's what I saw. It's like your angels blew it up. They were like, "Oh no, no, no." You have a lot of people in your ancestry line that pray for you, and you need to call on them before you make a move to see if that's what you need to do. That's really what that is. All right. Um, can you get a card for confirmation for your confirmation? I don't know what I I'm not sure what that means. For your question. Yeah, so here's the thing. What I do is I will definitely read what that is. So hopefully that was confirmation for you. Um, and if you want a more in-depth reading, you're definitely willing to do it. You're definitely able to get that. But I thought I had answered your question. Um, Ancient Mama. Okay. Let's see. Thank you so much. Blessings to you. Yeah. A move to another country and what spirit needs from me in order to move forward. A move to another country and what spirit needs from me in order to move forward. So, Bohemian Mystic, you're going to be moving to another country. Oh wow, this came out. I just had these cards in my hand. Um, you didn't get a card earlier, Ancient Mama. Hold on, Ancient Mama. Yes, it was about the friends. I told you that your friends weren't, if they didn't light you up or make you glow when you walked into the room, then they weren't your friends. I was actually talking to you, Ancient Mama. So that was the answer for you. If how you will know them is you will feel their love, and you will know deep in your heart if they really are your friends. So, yes, new love. A new person has stirred your romantic feelings. That is that why you're moving? I think that is probably why you might be moving to a new country. Um so yes. So that was about you, Ancient Mama. Yeah. All right. Yes. Okay, so Bohemian Mystic, yes. A move to another country, and that is it. So thank you guys so much for everyone who has joined our membership, for everyone who has sent um, monies towards the purchase of a new microphone for me. I appreciate that. So I've had, if for those of you that have um, sent any kind of donations, thank you so much, because I am definitely going to use that towards getting my microphone so that I can have one for when I do my actual non live readings or the long form readings. So thank you so much. Thank you for all of the new members. Thank you for everyone. Um, oh, thank you, Ancient Mama. So thank you for everyone who's gotten the journals or any of that. So I just want to say thank you all. Um, okay, so let's see. All right. I will do one final thing, and that is to for this card. Let me see here. What is this? So your final words is to center yourself. Take a few deep breaths to regain your center. Now you can approach life from a more mindful place. So for some of you, this is the call for you, is to stay centered and grounded. Um, It could have been. Oh, was it? No, it was for you, Bohemian Mystic. It was for you. That was the question you asked about moving to a new place. If you haven't found new love yet, you are destined to find new love in your new place. So that was meant for you. Um, the ancient mama was the friend explanation. So, all right. I think, wow. Wow. Okay, so what Uni Dyer said, thank you for your energy. I appreciate our guides. I was just saying I'll center myself before going into the day. Yes. So got it. And finally for you, wow. So this is another one for you, Bohemian Mystic. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. So I don't know, like I said, I don't know if that is why you're going there, but everything is leading to your going in that direction. Um oh, this also says that your religious factors, your love life is influenced by your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So, I don't know if uh yep, have a great week. Okay, so I will see you guys back here next week, and Bohemian Mystic, I hope that that helps you. And what I wanted to say to you about that is your religious upbringing and spiritual path. Um it's like, don't be afraid because of that. because of what people might say because of your religious upbringing and spiritual path. So don't be afraid of that. All right? You're so welcome. Okay. All right. Thank you guys so much. I wish you all the best on your journey today and this week. And hopefully, if you have not subscribed, please make sure you subscribe to the channel. And that is it. Thank you all so much. Yep. All right. Have a blessed one, guys.